So yeah, just a pitcher's duel. Honestly, you got Jones and Smith, they going at it now, and Eli Jones has a late life on his fastball with sink at an upper 86, 87 mile an hour slider, and he was good, man. He'd spot that heater in, throw it away, and just first time through, we didn't touch him, and it seemed like, and then finally we punched one in there with a big 2-out hit, and Diggs came through for us there again in the 7th. It was I think the pitcher had been throwing a lot of change-ups to the lefties and tried to sneak a fastball in on him. He got his barrel through it. And that was just a huge hit for us. And but what a great job by both starting pitchers. And then Gage Wood came in and he was outstanding today. He just pretty much peppered the zone and mostly fastballs, threw a couple of sliders and obviously a few curveballs, and gave us an opportunity not to have to go into our bullpen for another pitcher, and that was big for us. It was a really good win.
Coach, it seems like Hagen Smith was a lot more efficient than he was this week than last week. What'd you think of the way he threw?
Yeah, he had a really good demeanor about himself out on the mound, and was composed and pitched fastball. I don't know. The board said 93. I don't know if it was 93, 92, 94, somewhere in there, but that's enough if you've got enough pitches going, and he did. He had a couple of 4-pitch walks, and you're kind of going, what happened? And then he kind of get it together. And if he just makes another jump, he could give us another inning. But super job, worked out of a jam or two, and gave us an opportunity to win.
In the 7th inning there, getting those two guys at the bottom of the order on board, ended up scoring on the Diggs single for them to manufacture those insurance runs.
Yeah, that was a big part of the game. If those guys can get on, work a walk, base hit, whatever. And, Tavian, I think, ended up working a walk there that loaded him. And, Kendall got the big hit again. And, all of a sudden we're up 3, have a chance to go up 4. And, he gets our 3 and 4-hole hitter out. And, you're thinking, oh man, I hope that doesn't come back to hurt us. But Wood went out there and kind of finished it up for us. That was big.
I think that made Kendall 7 for 15 with the bases loaded. Obviously there's something about his demeanor and composure at the plate to do that.
Yeah, you got to lay off those borderline pitches early, and he seems to do that, and he's gotten himself in the ahead in the count a little bit, and then you can guess, take a shot at something. If you don't get it, you don't get it, but if you get it, you're going to hit it hard. And that's what I think he looked fastball there and he got it. He looked fastball the other day at Starkville and he got it, and did a super job.
It's a rare thing to hold these guys to 1 run this year, and the amount of hits, not many extra base hits by them. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, it was they have a really good hitting team. They have a lot of power, big and strong, and for us to hold them to 1 run was that's why we won the game. Obviously, we didn't hit a whole lot. We put together an inning or punched in one here and there and the other ones, but the pitching did it for us today.
Got 10 outs out of Gage Wood. I think that's his longest outing of the year. Just, do you feel like he picked up some steam down the stretch, and just what did you see out of his outing overall?
Well, to me, it seemed like he was getting better as he went on a little bit. Came in, he was okay, threw the ball well. Maybe the fastball was a tick harder, but as far as his command was better in the 8th and 9th. It seemed like to me. He dropped another breaking ball in there in the 9th, but he basically just went at him with fastballs. That's what we want him to do. Just pitch to both sides of the plate and make him swing. And he did it.
Diggs, I think he's now got 55 RBI on the year. And he's playing better in right field week by week. Just how important has he been to help you guys bridge this gap with some of these guys out as everyone's coming back?
Oh, he's been amazing. We wouldn't be nearly where we are without his bat. For him to play defense out there and gets us another DH in the lineup, and he's been nails. And for him to get this experience in the outfield, when we get Wagner back probably next week, You know, he might go back to DH, but he might not, you know, and the other thing is it's going to get him ramped up for next year when he'll be probably an everyday outfielder for us.
Did you feel like Josenberger being back gave your team a lift today? And how close to 100% is he?
He's 100%. Yeah, I wouldn't have played him. If he told me 90, I wasn't going to play him. If trainers told me 90, I wasn't going to play him because it's not worth it. And, you know, I gave him the steal. He didn't go for a pitch or two, and I looked at him, I gave him the green light, basically. You know, you can go if you feel good about it. And I kind of like shook my head like, run. And I think once he ran, you know, again, he's 100%. And, you know, I feel like that he brought a spark. He walked at least 2 times. He got a hit. Didn't score a run, but he was eating up some pitches, and he got on base.
Thought about Peyton Holt, both on the field and at the plate.
Well, Holt's done a really good job defensively since he's gotten in the lineup, and you know, he drew a walk there, and 1 inning he got the leadoff double. He got a fastball in and got inside it and flipped it down the line and ended up scoring. And I mean, he was in the middle of it today for us. He's done a great job.
I had base runners in 8 of the 9 innings. I wonder just what you thought about your defense as a whole, whether it be pitchers or double plays or Parker's throw out, keeping them really from advancing when they got the runners on.
Yeah, I thought Roland's, you know, throw out on the steal was big. We knew he was going to run. Maybe he was running the previous pitch, and he didn't get the jump. Something happened, and then they ran the exact same play. They had the hitter hitting left-handed and fake bunting, and they did it again. Parker came out there, made a great throw, tagged him on I think the thigh or something. We just, you know, I don't think base runners bother Hagan that much. They probably, in some cases, he bears down a little more, so to speak. And, you know, he did that today because, you know, the runners they got on him early, they were walks. They didn't get a hit on him until when, like 3rd or 4th inning, 5th inning, I don't remember. But, you know, he put them on, and then he kept them from scoring, and that was big. So, and, you know, Gage, he's been kind of a finisher for us this year, so to speak. And, you know, I don't think it bothers him a whole lot. He pitches pretty well with runners on base.
The play on which Bolton knocked the ball out of the catcher's mitt. Have you ever seen that before?
Yeah, I guess, I mean, we thought he might have come around with a backswing and hit it. We couldn't tell. It happened so fast, but I don't know why the umpire just didn't call it real fast, because the explanation to me was the batter came around and knocked the ball. It was a foul tip. The batter's back came around on the backswing and knocked it out of his glove. I said, "Are you 100% sure on that?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Okay, thank you." And I walked away. So I don't really understand why he just didn't call it. He told me what he saw. And I mean, that was 5-minute delay right there. And I don't know. Yeah, that's to answer your question. I don't remember if I've ever seen it, but I don't.
How close was Wagner to playing tonight? And is there any chance that he comes back later in the weekend, or you want to just push him a week back?
He's still having pain, you know, he's there, but he's not swinging the bat right now. He's available to probably run and catch the ball and score, run out, but I'm not probably going to put him in there to hit this weekend unless it was just, you know, it's just what we had to do. But, you know, we're winning without him, and we'd love to have him in there. He's such a threat, and he's got power, and it would make our lineup a little longer probably. Although, you know, when he gets in there, I mean, who's coming out? McLaughlin, he's done a great job as well. So, but yeah, he's real close, but he's probably not going to play this weekend.
Is the plan, you know, sticking with the plan with Tiger tomorrow and possibly McIntyre after him?
Well, I think you might have seen we had McIntyre getting loose there. I mean, like I told you, we just want to win the game in front of us. And we felt like Mac was experienced, and the right-handed pitcher, it might have been what we needed to come back with, some of those righties. And, you know, there's a good possibility it'll go that way. But, you know, there was a possibility we were going to throw him out because we got him down there, and he wasn't all the way hot, but he was getting there. Oh yeah, Tiger will start now that we didn't use him tonight. Okay.